Hello and welcome back to another episode on Idleon. Even though I unlocked the second world in my last Idleon video, I'm still only scratching the surface of what this game has to offer, so I'm excited about what else we can find in this video. Over the time that I wasn't playing, my characters managed to collect a ton of stuff, some of them even getting to new areas. While selling the loot that some of my characters have gathered, this guy asked me if I wanted to play some basketball. Of course, I agreed because I've never seen this minigame before. This is a new daily minigame where you can win some time candy, and honestly, it's pretty fun. I also filled up my chest with some leaves, which helps me chop better. After checking back with my first character, I was kind of disappointed with this progress, so I continued my everlasting quest of trying to level up accuracy. Then I started upgrading some stuff in my guild. By the way, thank you to everyone who joined, it means a lot. And now everyone's favorite time of day, gambling for a pet. I was hoping for King Doot, but I didn't get him. Instead, I got the popsicle guy. Still pretty cool though. My goal was to upgrade the gear of a lot of my characters, and since I had a lot of resources to do this, I got straight to work starting to upgrade it. For some of the recipes, I needed copper, so I started smelting it up. I also always manage to get a ton of statues, so I proceed to use them all as soon as I can. The first thing I crafted was the steel axe, which will provide a much needed damage upgrade to my warriors. Next, I needed to gather some birch, but that got me thinking, can I beat my minigame record? Since my record was 41, I wasn't too sure, but I was willing to give it a try. I started off not very well, but eventually I managed to beat the record with 49 points, which was really cool. Next, I crafted an iron helmet for some more defense. After that, I made an iron pickaxe for some more mining efficiency, and a thief hood for my archer. And finally, a quarterstaff for MMO Master. After crafting all of the gear, I decided that I wanted to test it against the boss, so that's where I went next. With my new weapons and some prior knowledge, I went into the boss fight with high hopes, and I started absolutely destroying him. Since I already knew all of the boss's patterns, I was dodging his attacks and wasn't getting hit at all. I was doing a lot of damage with my new weapon, and even him summoning healing stones didn't help his eventual demise. I kept peppering and peppering him until he died, and we got some alright loot. I bought this cool spider amulet that I found in the shop next to the boss. I then went into the boss fight a second time with the same results. I then went into the boss fight a third and final time, but this time with a different character, who I pumped exclusively defense and health into. It started off really well, and even the boss's attacks weren't doing any damage to me. I could pretty much just sit there and tank them. But the problem was, I did extremely low damage, so it was really boring just sitting there, and I ended up just leaving the fight. After that, I decided to explore some more of World 2, where I met this eye. When I clicked on him, it put me into this like mini game type thing. As far as I understand, this is kind of like a turn-based strategy mini game where you could get some rewards in the forms of trophies, which you can then spend in the shop. I'm not quite sure how all of this works, but it is kind of cool to see these systems implemented. After that, I used a pickle to scare away a cat who was sitting on a pedestal, and when that happened, that gave me access to this medal system where I could upgrade my character's stats with medals. I'm not really sure where to get these medals, but I guess I'll find out in due time. I then watched a tutorial on the brewing, so now I have a basic understanding of how it works. I allocated all of my different characters to the different pots, and we'll see where it gets us. Then I checked out the second area in World 2, which had these mimics and another type of coliseum. And then I tried some fishing. Since I haven't specialized any of my characters yet, I don't have a dedicated fisher, but I do like fishing in this game. It's pretty cool, so I'm gonna look into that later. Then I checked out the Colosseum that I was talking about earlier. As I predicted, I was murdered and severely underprepared for this Colosseum. And that's gonna be it for today's Idleon video. I like World 2 so far, and I'm really excited to see what's going to happen next. If any of you want to join my guild, it's MMO_masters, and you're free to do so. These videos do take quite a while to make, so please like and subscribe, and have a great day. I'll see you all later.